So hello all students. In today's lecture, we would be talking about photoperiodism and vernalization in Arabidopsis thaliana. So what we have to teach today is we have to teach that how the process of photoperiodism takes place. In what manner the photoperiodism occurs in the case of Arabidopsis thaliana. What is photoperiodism? What do you mean by photoperiodism? Photoperiodism refers to the ability of the plant in order to respond to the amount of light radiations being provided to it. Okay, so how the plant is going to respond against the light radiations that are being provided to it is referred to as photoperiodism. This is referred to as photoperiodism. Now, when you talk about photoperiodism, so photoperiodism can be defined as, it is defined as the ability of the plant to measure the length of photoperiods for which it is being exposed. Photoperiodism ये बताता है किसी भी plant के अंदर that what is the ability to respond to a particular period of photosynthetic radiations. प्लांट की क्या एक्टिविटी है, कैसे वो रिस्पॉन्स करेगा अगेंस्ट द फोटोसिंथेटिक एक्टिव रेडिएशन बीइंग प्रोवाइडेड टू इट बाय द सन. दैट इज commonly referred to as photoperiodism. Okay, so it refers to the ability of the plant to measure the length of photoperiods. For example, different plants can respond differently. For example, if there is a plant which requires 8 hours of photoperiod, then this plant will require the 8 hours of photoperiod. A long day plant is a plant which will flower only when the length of photoperiod is greater than 8 hours. एक प्लांट को अगर 8 hours का फोटोपीरियड चाहिए ही चाहिए, तो लॉन्ग डे प्लांट बेटा ऐसे प्लांट होते हैं जो जब फ्लावर करेंगे जब उन्हें 8 hours से ज्यादा का फोटोपीरियड दिया जाएगा. अगर उन्हें 8 hours से कम का फोटोपीरियड दिया गया, then those plants will not be able to flower themselves. Okay, the concept of photoperiodism was being discovered by W. Garner, and it was H.A. Allard in the plant that is referred to as Maryland mammoth, a mutant variety of the tobacco. So this one was the plant, the Maryland mammoth was the plant in which the photoperiodism was firstly discovered. They discovered that photoperiodism, the concept of photoperiodism in this particular plant. They concluded that physiological events such as flowering, seed germination, and asexual reproduction are all triggered by photoperiod of certain length. That means whether the plant will be able to flower or the plant will not be able to flower, it depends upon the radiations to which the plant is being exposed. For example, there is a plant that I brought it for you all. Now, if this plant is going to flower or not, that will depend upon the exact amount of radiations that this plant is going to receive. Okay, so the radiations that this plant will receive will cause it to flower or not. कितनी radiation वो plant receive कर रहा है, ये decide करता है कि वो flower करेगा या वो flower नहीं करेगा. Okay, they concluded that 3 events in the life cycle of a plant, that is flowering, seed germination, as well as asexual reproduction. Flowering, seed germination, and asexual reproduction are all the processes that are being triggered by the length of the light to which the plant is being exposed. चाहे वो flower का development हो, चाहे seed का germination हो, चाहे fruit का formation हो, चाहे asexual reproduction हो, ये सब किसके ऊपर डिपेंड करता है, कितने टाइम के लिए प्लांट को लाइट दिया गया है. अगर आपके सामने एक प्लांट है तो इसके अंदर जो फ्रूट बन रहे हैं, जो भी इसके अंदर फ्रूट बन रहे हैं, those fruits are being formed because of flowering, because you know that flower gets converted into fruit. Now, when does flowering will take place? Flowering will take place only when you provide a light of at least 8 hours और ग्रेटर देन 8 hours. अगर आपने लाइट को 8 घंटे या 8 घंटे से ज्यादा का दिया तभी फ्लावरिंग होगा, अदरवाइज फ्लावरिंग नहीं होगा. Any doubt you can ask me. The specific photo period in hours within a day of 24 hours which is required to induce flowering in case of long day plant is referred to as critical day length. कितना फोटो पीरियड चाहिए भाई, कितने टाइम के लिए फोटो पीरियड चाहिए? For how much amount of time the light must be exposed to the plant so as to initiate flowering in the case of plant is called as the critical day length or the critical photo period. So the critical photo period is very important. It will decide that how much amount of light should be provided for how much period of time so that the plant could flower. This takes place in the case of long day plant. The concept is reversed in the case of short day plant that I am going to talk about in my next slide. So plants can be classified into 3 different categories. You can classify the plant into 3 different categories on the basis of their photoperiodic responses. Now, which are these 3 categories in which the plants could be classified? That we will have to see. कौन-कौन सी category में हम plants को classify कर सकते हैं उनके photoperiodic responses की basis. For example, अगर मैं इसे long day plant बोल देता हूं. For example, if this is a long day plant, example, this becomes a long day plant, then what happens? Then this plant will flower only when you are going to give the solar radiations of 8 hours or greater than 8 hours. Flower only when flowers only when solar radiations are greater than or equal to 8 hours. So let me take 3 cases. Case 1, if 6 hours solar radiation is being provided. Now let me take 3 cases. Case 1, solar radiations for 6 hours. 6 hours radiations. Okay, what would be the final product? No flowering will take place. No flower formation. No flowering. Another one is case second. In the case second, if I am going to provide solar radiation for 8 hours, what will happen? Flowering will take place. And if I am going to provide solar radiations for more than 8 hours, let me take the case third here. Case third, providing solar radiation for 10 hours, flowering will take place. A flower formation will take place. So this is all about the long day plant. Please keep in mind, this is all about the long day plant. Okay. So now what we have to study is that how the long day and the short day plants differ in their activities with respect to photoperiodism. कैसे एक long day plant और एक short day plant एक दूसरे से अलग अलग होते हैं photoperiodism में, और किस प्रकार से हमने classify किया है, how we have classified the plants into 3 different categories on the basis of their photoperiodic action and their response against the solar radiation. So moving forward, on the basis of the photoperiodism, we can classify the plant species into 3 different types. One is referred to as long day plant species, another one is called as short day plant species, and the third one is called as day neutral plant species. What do you mean by long day plant, short day plant, and day neutral plants? How does these 3 different types of plant differs from each other? When you talk about long day plants, जब आप long day plants के बारे में बात करते हैं, then what is this long day plant? Flowers only when day length is longer than the critical photoperiod. Please look at this diagram in front of you. This diagram states that this is the critical photoperiod. What it is? It is the critical photoperiod. Critical photoperiod. Okay. This is the critical photoperiod that is present. So the presence of this critical photoperiod indicates, for example, if this critical photoperiod here is of 8 hours, okay, it is of 8 hours, then when this plant will flower, this plant will flower either when the solar radiation for 8 hours or greater than 8 hours is provided. It will flower only when the solar radiations are provided for 8 hours or solar radiations are provided for greater than 8 hours. 8 घंटे तक सोलर रेडिएशन मिलेगी या 8 घंटे से ज्यादा सोलर रेडिएशन मिलेगी, तभी ये फ्लावर करेगा, अदरवाइज ये फ्लावर नहीं करेगा. It will not flower if the solar radiations won't be greater than 8 hours. Okay. Next, short day plants. What do you mean by short day plants? Short day plants क्या होते हैं? Flowers only when day length is shorter than the critical photoperiod. These are the opposite of the long day plant. Long day plant के opposite है short day plant. See this? These plants will flower only when the solar radiations will be less than 8 hours. Try to understand this point. When the solar radiation will be less than 8 hours, I'm trying to draw a sun here, if I could. Okay, let me draw the sun. You have a localized sun. So when the solar radiation will be less than 8 hours by this local sun, okay, then these plants will flower. These plants will flower only when the solar radiation is less than 8 hours. If you have solar radiation greater than 8 hours or equal to 8 hours, then it is called as long day plant. Long day plant को लंबे दिन चाहिए, इन्हें लंबे दिन चाहिए, और short day plant को क्या चाहिए? लंबी रातें, ठीक है? So they require long night. Okay, they require longer nights. Okay, sorry. They require longer nights, and these plants, short day plants, require longer nights. These are the plants that require longer nights. And there are other plants that require longer day. Which are the plants that require longer day? That is referred to as long day plants. Any doubt, any problem? The recordings. Hello. So here we are. We were talking about the long day plant and short day plant. Hopefully this would be clear to you. But the long day plants can also be categorized into two different types. One is called as qualitative long day plant. Another one is called as quantitative long day plant. What is this qualitative long day plant and quantitative long day plant? That we will have to understand. Now, qualitative long day plant is the plant in which flowering occurs only in long day plant. When flowering will take place only in long day plant, for example, this plant will flower and the flower will be of equal size. If light is greater than 8 hours, the plant will flower. Greater than or equal to 8 hours, it will flower. So what I am trying to speak to you all here is that you must keep in mind one thing. The one thing that you must keep in mind is that the flower, whether provided a light of 5 hours, whether provided a light of 8 hours or 10 hours or even 12 hours, the flower will be of the same size. अगर आपने 8 घंटे, 9 घंटे या 10 घंटे की लाइट दी है, तब भी फ्लावरिंग सेम साइज की होगी. Now, quantitative long day plant. In the case of quantitative long day plant, there comes 3 cases. Case 1, case 2, and case 3. What are these 3 cases that we have to decide, that we will have to discuss? Now, in this type of long day plant, the size of the flower greatly depends upon the amount of radiations that are being provided. कितनी आप radiation दे रहे हो, उसके basis पे size of the flower decided होता है. आप कितना रेडिएशन दे रहे हो? फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ यू गेव अ रेडिएशन ऑफ 8 hours, in the next case you gave a radiation of 9 hours. On the third day, third experiment, you gave a radiation of 10 hours. This is quantitative long day plant. So the quantity of the flowering, the flower will be much more larger and the flowering will take place much more quicker in a plant having a photo period of 9 hours as compared to a plant having a photo period of 8 hours. And it would be highest in the case of a plant having a photo period of 10 hours. जिस प्लांट का फोटो पीरियड ज्यादा होगा उसके अंदर फ्लावरिंग इफेक्टिव होगी. 10 आवर्स वाले प्लांट के अंदर फ्लावरिंग सबसे ज्यादा एफिशिएंट और इफेक्टिव होने वाली है एज कंपेयर टू अ प्लांट प्रोवाइडेड अ सोलर रेडिएशंस ऑफ 8 hours or 9 hours. Okay, so the solar radiation timing is also very important. So if you have provided solar radiation for 10 hours, then more flowering will take place and quicker and quick flowering as well as large flowers will be produced. Large flowers will be produced. Okay. Now moving forward. Now what happens in the case of short day plants? In the case of short day plants, flower only when day length is shorter than the critical photo period. इनकी फ्लावरिंग जब ही होगी जब डे लेंथ छोटा है क्रिटिकल फोटो पीरियड से. इनका क्रिटिकल फोटो पीरियड मान लो अगर 8 hours का है तो डे लेंथ कितना होना चाहिए? डे लेंथ should be less than 8 hours. Day length should be less than 8 hours. So this period should be less than 8 hours. Okay, if it is less than 8 hours, then only they will flower. Now what will happen if we provide more solar radiation to the short day plant? If we are going to provide more solar radiation to the short day plant, now supposingly you provide a radiation of case 1, you provide a radiation of 9 hours. Okay, 9 hours. Then hence no flowering will take place. No flowering is not going to take place in the case of short day plant. So before answering the questions, you must know whether you are talking about the long day plant or you are talking about short day plant. क्वेश्चन का जवाब देने से पहले आपको ये याद होना चाहिए कि लॉन्ग डे प्लांट और शॉर्ट डे प्लांट में क्या क्या डिफरेंसेस हैं. हाउ कैन यू डिफरेंशिएट बिटवीन द टू, that what is a long day plant, what is a short day plant, and what are the key distinctions in between them. How can you differentiate in between the two? That's very important. Okay, now qualitative short day plants. Again, in the case of qualitative short day plant, such plants will flower when the light provided is less than the photo period, less than the critical photo period. Okay, critical photo period. If I'm going to provide the light radiations of less than critical photo period, then the flowering will take place. Now quantitative short day plant, what will happen in the case of quantitative short day plant? Again, I take 3 cases, case 1, case 2 and case 3. Sir, what do you mean by quantitative short day plant? So we must look here. If this plant has a critical photo period of say 8 hours, okay, and I provide the solar radiation for 7 hours, 6 hours and 5 hours. 5 hours. Which plant will flower the quickest or the fastest? The fastest flowering will take place in the case of plants that are having a photo period of, try to answer the question by using the chat box. Chat box के अंदर लिखा करिए answer. It is the 5 hours that will flower at the fastest, followed by 6 hours, followed by 7 hours. All the 3 will flower because the critical photo period is less than 8 hours. if I will provide a flowering, if I will provide a photoperiodism of 9 hours, say case 4, then such type of plants will not flower. Okay? Any doubt? Day neutral plants. What are these day neutral plants? Such type of plants has no influence of photoperiodism upon the length of the such type of plants has no influence of photoperiodism upon its own flowering or the production of fruit. ऐसे भी plants हो सकते हैं जिनके अंदर flowering completely independent है, उनको मतलब ही नहीं है कि कितना उन्हें लाइट दिया जा रहा है कि नहीं दिया जा रहा, फ्लावरिंग हो जाएगी. Such type of plants are called as day neutral plant. Let us look at certain key important examples. Long day plant. Long day plant, one of the very best example of long day plant is wheat. Another, in the case of short day plant, you can look at tobacco. In the case of day neutral plant, you can look at sunflower. So these are the different types of plants that you can look forward. Okay. Now, moving forward to the next slide. So now, after understanding these points, we must look at the next slide, in which more distinction will be provided about the long day and short day plant. So further experimentation by two other scientists, the two other scientists who performed the experimentation were K. Hamner and J. Bonner, studied the effect of photoperiod in Xanthium, a short day plant. Cochlear plant, which is also referred to as Xanthium, this plant was being used as a model organism for experimentation by two important scientists. One was referred to as Hamner, another one was referred to as Bonner. Scientific names are never being asked in any competitive examination at your level, except at the C grade competitive examination that I would be informing to you in the orientation program. The most important thing is about the concepts that have to be cleared. सबसे important concepts होते हैं, concepts के ऊपर ध्यान दें, question करें, वो ही आपको solve करा ले जाएंगे सारे questions को. ठीक है? Now conclusion. They found that interrupting a day length with a short period of darkness has little or almost no effect on flowering. Okay, so when you are going to interrupt the day length, so this is the day length, and you are going to interrupt this day length with a shorter period. For example, if clouds came, okay, these are the clouds. I have made certain clouds. Okay, if clouds came and these clouds prevent the light from reaching to the plant surface during daytime, so this is referred to as day light interruption. So this is referred to as daylight interruption. So daylight interruption has no effect over the flowering in the case of plants. Okay, this is daylight interruption. Daylight interruption. Now see, daylight interruption could be provided and it occurs naturally also. How it occurs? It occurs by the presence of clouds in the sky. Sometimes the clouds hides the solar radiation from coming towards the plant saplings. So there won't be any effect over the entire procedure of flowering. कोई प्रभाव नहीं होता कि अगर डे में थोड़ा डार्कनेस वाला पीरियड दे दिया जाए. But they found a very important thing. No effect on flowering, but when light mediated interruption of dark period is being provided. For example, this is the dark period. This is the dark period. Now, in the case of dark period, if you are going to interrupt this dark period with light, okay, supposingly you gave an artificial light to this. You gave artificial light, okay. You have added a torch or anything like that, and you have provided an artificial light to it. When you have provided an artificial light, I was trying to draw a bulb. No problem. When you have provided an artificial light, then what is going to happen? what will happen upon production or upon providing this artificial light? Upon providing this artificial light to the plant, the entire procedure is reversed and the plant will not flower. For example, but light mediated interruption of dark period, referred to as night break, inhibited flowering. Okay, so this break will be referred to as the night break. Night break. Night break. Night break will prevent the flowering from taking place. So they concluded that it is not only the critical photoperiod which is important, but also critical night which is important. Thus, they had a conclusion that not only the critical photoperiod is important, but the duration of night is also very important. केवल critical photoperiod important नहीं है कि कितने समय के लिए आपने radiations को provide कर दिया. Critical night भी बहुत important है. कितने time के लिए आपने रात को उसे डार्कनेस फील कराई प्लांट को. प्लांट ये फील कर सकता है कि वेदर इट इज डार्क आउटसाइड और वेदर इट इज लाइट आउटसाइड. सो दैट इज इंपॉर्टेंट. क्रिटिकल नाइट इज आल्सो इंपॉर्टेंट. सो क्रिटिकल नाइट लेंथ रेफर्स टू द लेंथ ऑफ द नाइट दैट मस्ट बी एक्सीडेड फॉर फ्लावरिंग ऑफ द शॉर्ट डे प्लांट, एंड लेंथ ऑफ नाइट मस्ट बी लेस than the critical night length in the case of long day plants. So previously we were talking about the photoperiodism. Now we would be talking about critical night. I am writing both these things. First case is about long day plant. In the case of long day plant, critical photoperiodism. What should be done? The solar radiation should be provided. Solar radiation, solar exposure, solar radiations should be provided for a period greater than the critical photoperiod. Critical photoperiod. Photoperiod. Okay. So solar radiation greater than critical photoperiod. Night length, critical night length should be less than, night length should be less than critical night length. Night length should be less than critical night length. Length. Okay. Next case, you take the next case. In the case of short day plant, night length must be greater than the critical night length. Must be greater than critical night length. This should happen. Or in this case, the solar radiations should be less than the critical photoperiod. Critical photoperiod. Any doubt? You can always ask me up or write in the comment box. Okay. So now let us apply our concepts learned up till now into a question that would be provided after this slide. You have to look at the conclusions drawn up till now. See, this is the case of short day plant. This is the case of long day plant. I have tried to differentiate in between the two. I have tried to differentiate the two on the basis of solar radiations. Would be coming to your question also. In this case, you look here, when the amount of solar radiations are greater in the case of short day plant, then what is going to happen? It is not going to flower. The critical night length remains low. देखिए critical night length को achieve ही नहीं कर पाया. Solar radiation ज़्यादा थी, तो फ्लावर नहीं कर पाएगा, क्योंकि ये किसका एग्जाम्पल के बारे में बात हो रही है, शॉर्ट डे प्लांट के बारे में। देखिए सोलर रेडिएशन कम है, कितनी कम है, सोलर रेडिएशन आर लेस देन द क्रिटिकल फोटो पीरियड, then and the night length is greater than critical night, then yes, the plant is going to flower. See, the rose has flowered. Now you take the example of the third case. If you are going to provide a dark break, a break in the darkness period is being provided, okay, then what is going to happen, the plant is not going to flower. Plant के अंदर flowering नहीं होने वाली short day plant के केस में. Short day plant will not flower if you are even providing solar radiation for 1 minute also at night. Okay, even you provided solar radiation just for a time period of 1 minute, then also the plant will stop its flowering because it has been disturbed. So short day plants are very sensitive towards their critical night length. Okay, so what we can conclude from here, short day plants flower only when day length is shorter than the critical photo period. Only when the day length is shorter than the critical photo period, then only they will flower. Or when the period of darkness is more than the critical night, or when you find that the period of darkness is far greater than the critical night, then only they are going to flower, else not. Now what happens in the case of long day plant? लॉन्ग डे प्लांट में क्या होता है, शॉर्ट डे प्लांट को हिंदी में भी समझ लें. देखिए शॉर्ट डे प्लांट के अंतर्गत हम ये बात मानते हैं कि अगर आपका सोलर रेडिएशन फोटो पीरियड से कम होगा तभी ये फ्लावर करेंगे. तो इसमें फोटो पीरियड से कम था, फ्लावर कर गया. इसमें भी कम था, लेकिन इसके अंदर क्या हुआ, आपने रात के समय एक नाइट ब्रेक प्रोवाइड कर दिया सोलर रेडिएशंस को प्रोवाइडेड करके. जैसे ही आपने सोलर रेडिएशंस को यहां पर प्रोवाइड कर दिया, वैसे ही इस प्लांट ने फ्लावरिंग बंद कर दी. अगर आपने रात में 1 मिनट के लिए भी सोलर रेडिएशंस को प्रोवाइड कर दिया है तो प्लांट वॉन्ट फ्लावर, प्लांट विल स्टॉप फ्लावरिंग. ओके, दिस इज ऑल अबाउट द शॉर्ट डे प्लांट. पीरियड ऑफ डार्कनेस शुड बी मोर देन द क्रिटिकल पीरियड. डार्कनेस का पीरियड क्रिटिकल पीरियड से ज्यादा होना चाहिए, फोटो पीरियड क्रिटिकल पीरियड से कम होना चाहिए. In the case of long day plant, what we can conclude, if the amount of solar radiation is greater than the critical photo period, then they will flower. So this plant has flowered. Now, this plant cannot flower because the rate of solar radiations or the time period of solar radiation is less than the critical photo period, will not flower. In the third case, there is a break which has been provided in the night. Even if you provide a break for 1 minute in the night, then also these plants will flower. They will flower because they are long day plants. They have another mechanism of gene regulation as compared to the short day plant. We would be talking about the mechanism of gene regulation, where this concept why of this concept is going to be cleared. So your why this is happening is going to be cleared in the molecular mechanism, just 3 slides below. 3 slides के बाद में हम लोग molecular mechanism पढ़ेंगे. In today's lecture only, we would be talking about molecular mechanism. Today's evening lecture, we would be talking about them. So wait up till that. Okay. So this thing could be effectively remembered by using a mnemonic. By using a trick, you can remember it. Short day plants are short-tempered, get disturbed with light. Short day plants are the ones which are short-tempered. They get disturbed with light. Now, you might have your cousin brothers or your brothers and sister. If you went to their room and you switch on the light even for 1 minute at night, then they are going to be irritated and they are going to throw anything on you. ठीक है, तो छोटे भाई बहन के कमरे में जाएं और लाइट जलाएं रात को 12-1 बजे जाके, तो वो आपको मारने को दौड़ने के लिए. So this is what is referred to as short day plants. So short day plants are short-tempered. They get easily disturbed with light. So this happens in the case of short day plant. Okay, moving forward to the next lecture, to the next slide. So this is all about the short day plant and long day plant, and I've told you the mnemonic about the short day plant, that short day plant are short-tempered, get disturbed with light. Moving forward and attempting a question that has been asked. Look here, the practice question. try to solve this practice question. You can see that there is a plant species, and this plant species is a short day plant. Okay, a plant species of long day plant and a species of short day plant. So you have two different plant species. One is referred to as long day plant, another one is referred to as short day plant. Okay, they have a critical photoperiod of 10 hours, each having a critical photoperiod. What is the photoperiod? Critical photoperiod of 10 hours. This is the critical photoperiod which has been provided, and this critical photoperiod is of 10 hours. Then what is going to happen? You must try to differentiate in between the two. Now, each of these plants were kept in different treatment chambers and were being exposed to light and darkness period. Okay, so they have been exposed to different light and darkness period in the first experiment. Experiment 1. Which plant is going to flower? Which plant is not going to flower? Please try to answer the question 1, 2, 3, and 4. Which plant? Do the plant number 1 will flower? It is a long day plant. It has been provided solar radiation for 8 hours. What was the critical photoperiod required? 10 hours. So what will happen? 10 hours were required, provided by radiations of 8 hours. 8 घंटे के लिए रेडिएशन दिए गए हैं. चाहिए कितने के लिए थे? चाहिए भाई 10 घंटे के लिए थे. तो फ्लावर करेगा ये? नो फ्लावरिंग. No flowering is going to take place. The flowering is not going to take place. Why? Because it requires a time period of 10 hours, my dear friends, and they have been provided a time period of 8 hours only. 8 घंटे के लिए दिया, 10 घंटे के लिए चाहिए था. 16 hours. Now the radiation was being provided for 16 hours. Then what will happen? Yes, the plant is going to flower. Yes, flower. Why? Because we are just talking about the long day plant. Why we are talking about the solar radiations? Because we are talking about long day plants. Now, what about short day plants? Try to answer the question in the chat box. What do you mean by short day plants? In the case of short day plants, you have to provide if the photo period is of 10 hours, then what would be the hours of dark, hours of night? If that critical photo period is of 10 hours, that means the critical night will be of 14 hours. Okay, so if this dark period exceeds 14 hours, then the flowering will take place. Okay, so third is going to flower. It is going to flower because the critical length of day is less than 10 hours and the night is greater than 14 hours. Yes, flower. What will happen here? Here, it is not going to flower. No flowering can take place because the critical night is less than that of required 14 hours. No flower. When I am writing flowering, so I must write flowering. So in the initial experiment and second experiment, for which of the treatment the plant will be expected to flower? In the initial experiment, only the plants second and third are going to flower. Okay, this is about experiment 1. Now, a second experiment was conducted under identical condition. However, that halfway through the dark period, the light was switched on for 1 minute and then switched off. Then in the case second experiment, what was being done? The light was being provided. Okay, in the second experiment, light was being provided for 1 minute in the dark. 1 minute light. 1 minute light to all. Then what is going to happen? Which plant is sensitive to light during night? Which plant is sensitive to light during night? It is always the short day plant which is sensitive. Okay, so this short day plant is sensitive. So this plant and this plant, they are very sensitive to light. as the short day plant which was flowering has been provided night during the darkness, that means there would have been a night break. Hence night break, नींद खराब हो गई इसकी, night break. And as night break has occurred, so the flowering plant will not flower, no flower. Hence both these plants will have no flower. No flower. But what happens in the case of long day plant? In the case of long day plants, even for 1 minute if light was being provided, the plant which was not flowering will begin to flower. It will begin to flower. So both these plants flowers, and here none of the plant flower. Okay. 4 will flower because 10 I'm just going to talk to you. Now, which wavelength of light would be the most effective in interrupting the dark period in the second experiment? So what will happen if you are going to provide radiation, and which radiation will be the most effective in interrupting the dark period? So clearly in this question number 2, it is asking which is the best solar radiation. The best solar radiation to interrupt the dark period is the best solar radiation to interrupt dark period. Best solar radiation for interrupting dark period is, for interrupting dark period is red light. Dark period is red light, because red light has the greatest wavelength. क्योंकि रेड लाइट का सबसे ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट वेवलेंथ होता है, सबसे ज्यादा एक्टिव करता है पूरे फोटोसिंथेटिक रिएक्शन सेंटर को. दैट इज व्हाई इट इज ऑलवेज द रेड लाइट दैट इज मच मोर इफेक्टिव. दैट इज रेड लाइट, because red light has a wavelength around 650 to 700 nanometer. 700 nanometer, 750 nanometer, around 750 nanometer. So here this particular radiation will induce the greatest dark break to take place. With this, we have solved this question. Any query, you write in the chat box, write in the comment section. Next, moving forward to the next question and to the next topic of talk. In the next topic of talk, what we are going to talk about is about photoperiodism. What has happened in the case of photoperiodism? What do you mean by intermittent light experiment? What is this intermittent light experiment? In the case of intermittent light experiment, during the dark period, now several different types of radiations were provided. It was not only a simple light which was being provided, but there were 2 different types of lights that were being used. One was referred to as red light, another one was referred to as far red light. अब देखिए डार्क पीरियड में हमने 2 अलग-अलग तरीके के रेडिएशंस को यहां पर यूज किया. एक को हमने बोला रेड लाइट और दूसरे को हमने बोला फार रेड लाइट. और यहां पर हमने जो प्लांट लिया है वो कौन सा प्लांट लिया है? शॉर्ट डे प्लांट. Now I have taken a short day plant, and now firstly I have taken a short and long day plant, and I am trying to speak about whether the flowering will take place or not. First, in this case, in the first case, when the length of the photoperiod exceed and the length of the critical night is less, then what will happen? No flowering in the case of short day plant. Short day plant में कोई flowering नहीं होगा, क्योंकि भैया critical night का जो duration था ना, वो जहां तक होना चाहिए था वहां तक पहुंचा ही नहीं, उससे कम ही रह गया, उससे कम रह गया तो flowering नहीं होगा. Okay, once it is less than that, the flowering is not going to take place. Okay, next, but the flowering will take place in the case of long day plant. Long day plant, the flowering is going to take place. Okay, now what you have to decide here, in the second case, what happens in the second case? The critical light period is critical light photo period is less than the critical photo period, no flowering will take place in long day plant. Long day plant में कोई flowering नहीं होगा. लेकिन critical night तो लंबा हो गया ना, तो short day plant में flowering हो जाएगा. यहाँ पर short day plant में flowering हो गई. Next, the case third. Now, if you are going to cause a night break, how you are going to cause a night break? A night break is being caused by providing a red light. Then what will happen? The short day plants gets irritated, and as the short day plant gets irritated, so they are not going to flower. No flowering. But what happens in the case of long day plants? Long day plants finds its opposite reaction as compared to the short day plants. In the case of short day plants, the flowering is not going to be induced, but because even for a particular minute, the light was being provided, the long day plant will flower. Second case. Now this is referred to as intermittent light experiment. According to the intermittent light experiment, when there are more than 2 different lights which are being taken, then the final result depends upon the last light which was being provided before dawn. Before morning, before dawn. Dawn means before morning. I should write before morning. That would be much more easier to understand. Before morning, the last radiation which was being provided. आखिरी radiation जो provide किया गया था उसके ऊपर सब कुछ depend करता है. If the last radiation is far red, flowering will take place in the case of short day plant. And if the last radiation is red, flowering will not take place in the case of short day plant. But long day plant are of opposite sense. If the last radiation will be red, they will flower. If the last radiation will be far red, they won't flower. They won't flower. This is all happening because of the activation of the molecular mechanism controlling flowering via the CO gene that is going to induce flowering in the case of plant. ये पूरा mechanism जो है, इसका reaction जो है, वो CO gene के through हो रहा है, constant gene के through हो रहा है, जो इसको पूरे process को regulate कर रहे हैं. आपको केवल एक चीज याद रखनी होगी mnemonics के through. F for far red, F for flowering in the case of short day plant. Always remember, in my entire sheet, I have made all the mnemonics only for short day plant. The first mnemonic, the first trick about short day plant was that short day plants are short tempered. In the next trick, what I am trying to state to you is that short day plants flower only when far red is being provided. What will happen if red light will be provided? Then they won't flower. What will happen if the far red light is provided to long day plant? They won't flower. Long day plant will flower only when the last radiation provided just before morning is the red radiations. Okay. So light perception. So what happens, how the plant perceives the light? Plant के अंदर क्या चीज होता है जो light को perceive कर लेता है? The photoperiod stimulus in plant is perceived by leaves. Leaves यानी कि पत्तियां वो होती हैं जो प्लांट के अंदर लाइट को परसीव कर सकती है. और पत्तियों के अंदर क्या होता है भाई? Photosystem 1 and photosystem 2. Okay. There is a very specialized plant pigment that is present, and that is referred to as phytochrome. To measure the photoperiod, to measure the amount of radiation, plant leaves has phytochromes present within themselves. The stimulus causes changes in the pattern of gene expression and leaves induces flowering to take place. अब देखिए ये जो स्टिमुलस होगा ये पैटर्न ऑफ जीन एक्सप्रेशन को चेंज कर देगा. इट विल कॉज एन अल्टरेशन इन द पैटर्न ऑफ जीन एक्सप्रेशन कॉजिंग द फ्लावरिंग टू टेक प्लेस so that the flower will take place. Intermittent light experiment. A flash of red light during the dark period prevents flowering, and the effect is reversed when a flash of far red light is being used, and this is an experiment on short day plant. The process will be repeated and inverse if supposedly a red light is being used and then our far red light is being used, then the process produces opposite result over the long day plant. So in the question, in the next series of questions that we would be solving, please try to understand whether the experiment is performed on short day plant or on long day plant. भाई अगला वाला जो क्वेश्चन आपके सामने आने वाला है, उसके अंदर, उन सीरीज के अंदर आप ये देखेंगे कि प्लांट को बार बार चेंज करेगा और रेडिएशन को बार बार चेंज करेगा क्वेश्चन फ्रेमर, and will put you in a state of confusion that whether the question framer want to ask about short day plant or long day plant. So while solving such questions, firstly mark very clearly whether the examiner is asking about short day plant or long day plant. Then you should move forward. Okay. Next question. If red light and far red light are used in sequence, then the radiation used last will determine the response. Okay, so what is the radiation that has been used at the last step will determine the flowering, if it is taking place or not. So that's all over about the intermittent light experiments. Okay, then now in next class, we will be talking about the questions about the intermittent light experiments. And then we would be looking at the molecular mechanism involved in the regulation of flowering in different plant species. So that's all for today. Hope you would have enjoyed the lecture.